As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Huntley. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Operating from the gun, Huntley, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Following the interception, Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Love from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start?
Because you have to find a way to make those those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Huntley. They'll let this go for the end zone. And in the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the gun, Huntley. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
We talk about mobility. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Off the play fake. Huntley. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. For the touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 3rd down, Barkley. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll run forward Barkley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Huntley. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Huntley to throw. out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Huntley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now he is going to be stopped. The completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Shotgun, they run with Barkley, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Love. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. As they run the counter play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Huntley. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had a horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
The kick
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Packers 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Huntley. Smith catches left side. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. A chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Huntley. He's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
On 1st and 10, Love. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half. Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over, and now you get the second half to play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Throwing on first down. Huntley. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A final shot before break. Huntley. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up. We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd down, Booth. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
12. First down, Packers.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop him. And this will make it into the end zone. Ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
39 yards.
When's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
On first down, Huntley. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing again, Huntley. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Huntley. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Huntley. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
first down carry for Barkley. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
His kick.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200 yard.
He's got daylight. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
That was a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A handoff to Barkley on the option. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a dump off here complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 40-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They look like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. On a 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. before they're inside the 25. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Love looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Barkley fights loose. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Calling a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. For 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And it's complete to Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Well, he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 9 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Packers 31, Vikings 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 Control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down into loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Huntley. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Tonight's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know